All right, let's start with questions from Prerana first.
Yes, Ji. Ji, my question is, I have two questions. So the first question is, Dhritarashtra, who was also listening to this chapter by Sanjaya, he also could have understood the demonic qualities and good qualities. Why didn't he implement it in his life? And he too, at the time, he could even have made situations good, and he could have stopped the war. Why didn't he do it?
Okay. Let me ask you a simple question. Let's say now you are very thirsty. Okay. Now, who should drink the water to let the thirst go away?
Me.
Are you able to hear my question? Prerana?
Yes, Ji. I should only drink the water.
Ah.
Yes, Ji.
Okay. So you should only drink water, isn't it? So now, let's say I bring the water in a glass and give it to your hand. But if you just keep on holding it without drinking, let's say you're busy watching TV. Are you doing something? And if you don't drink water, can your thirst go away?
No, Ji, it cannot.
Like that, the teaching from Sri Krishna or the teaching from the great masters is available to everyone. However, you have to choose to realize what is being said and to use it in your life. So all these, for example, divine qualities, if you just remember them as, oh, this is what 16.1 says, this is what 16.2 says, it is not useful. It is just a memory. But if you look at what is fearlessness means, fearlessness means having no sense of fear in the mind. In any situation, whether it is night, whether it is day, whether you are in front of an audience, whether you are in the classroom, wherever you are, first of all, removing the sense of fear. It's a fear that holds us back. Let's say somebody asks you, come forward and give a speech to 10 people. If you say, no, I'm very afraid, I feel very, very shy, then you will not realize how to speak in front of an audience. You will not learn how to put a message so that others can understand what you are saying, isn't it? Like that, you have to constantly work to bring out those qualities. So yes, you are right. Dhritarashtra also heard, but unfortunately, he did not use. It is like having the gold, but not making use of it when needed. The greatest knowledge was given to him, but he chose not to use it. So that is why Dhritarashtra is a symbol of ignorance in Mahabharata. He is blind physically, he is blind mentally. He heard, but he did not realize. He did not even care to ask, what does fearlessness means? What does greed means? He never chose to ask. So he continued to be a blind person in the mind also. So that's what happened. Are you clear? Okay, looks like...
Yes, dear. Yes, dear, I'm clear with it.
Okay.
I have another question.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
My second question is, we say that if we listen to Bhagavadgita or some good epics, we get punya. So even Dhritarashtra listened, just he didn't implement it but still he listened to Bhagavad Gita. So did he get any point of punya?
Very good question. Now you tell me, based on what I said, do you think merely listening to something gives you punya, or realizing it and bringing the transformation within brings the true punya? Which is punya?
The true punya is when we bring transformation in ourselves.
Ah, see, so people think wrongly. I go to God, I bow down my hand in a temple, and that will give me punya. No, 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 no. Punya is, why are we bowing down in front of a God in temple? It is, you are great, and I right now have to realize my true nature. Help me realize. Remove my ignorance. If that true prayer doesn't come from the heart, then no use of going to a temple. Like Dhritarashtra, they will continue to be in ignorance. It is like, the book, the printing press which prints all the Bhagavad Gita books must have printed millions of copies of Bhagavad Gita. But would you say the printing press is a realized printing press?
Yes.
You don't, right? It continues to be a printing press only. It doesn't know what it is printing. So merely saying, merely repeating, merely doing will not help. That feeling, the transformation has to come from the heart. That bhakti has to come from the heart. The feeling that I have to realize my true self. I have to bring out all these great qualities has to come from within. Then only transformation happens.
Yes.
That is true punya.
Yes.
Any other question from Prerana?
Yes. No, Ji, I'm clear. Thank you.
Excellent. All right. Then let us go to Swarup next.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what is the meaning of modesty?
Modesty. Modesty means, think of it this way. So you need to wear clothes because it helps you to protect from the elements. Also, it is good socially to protect your body. But what kind of a cloth you want to wear? You can wear, according to the environment, some simple clothes. You can also show off your wealth. You can wear, let's say, gold-plated dress and very costly dress. So some dress which gets the, let's say, the job done, protecting you and to present yourself nicely in front of others, could be, let's say, a cotton dress, just let's say some 500 rupees. Whereas a gold-plated dress, maybe 50,000 rupees. Just because you have wealth and you just want to show off, then it's an unnecessary waste of that money, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So modesty means doing the necessary things. Whether it is in terms of the clothes or in terms of the food, in terms of the speech, in terms of whatever it is, modesty. Modesty means in the right proportion. Only when everything is done in the right proportion, it can be balanced. Otherwise, not doing it or doing it excessively, both can lead to problems in life. Is that clear now, Swarup?
Yes, sir.
Any other question?
Yes, sir. Sir, what is the meaning of fortitude?
Fortitude. Fortitude really means, let's look at it this way. So now, I just want to think of a situation. Okay, so now the photo usually you use in your DP. Whose photo you use in your background usually?
Sir, mine?
Yeah, in your video, yeah.
Sir, Swami Vivekananda.
Swami Vivekananda. What is the most important quality that comes to your mind when you think of Swami Vivekananda?
Sir, like very kind, bold, and bold and kindness.
Bold and kindness. Excellent. Bold. So that boldness is needed for what? Even when
Sir,
there is a most difficult situation, you're willing to face it, isn't it?
yes, sir.
So fortitude really means this, that there is courage, boldness, even when the situation is not in favor of you.
Yes, sir.
Is that bringing clarity?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other question?
No, sir.
All right. Let's go to question from Namit.
Sir, what is steadfastness?
Steadfastness. Steadfastness means once when they determine, then they focus on that, and irrespective of what kind of difficulties come, they continue to move towards that. Continuously they work towards it. It is not just one day's work. For example, when we look at the life of Sri Prabhuji or Vinayji, they both have been spreading this Atma Jnana, spiritual knowledge, now for more than some 25, 30 years. Now think of somebody who is doing that continuously for those many years. How many kinds of different situations and difficulties might have come in their life. But in spite of all of it, they have remained focused. Because this is the most important activity that one can do in life. So steadfastness means being focused and continuously working towards it. It is not just one day that Prabhuji teaches. It is not like once in a year I will teach and the rest of the year I'm gone. Every day he is teaching and continuously is encouraging. He is bringing many others into his fold. So that is the kind of feeling that steadfastness means. Steadfastness means determined and focused in what is the right thing to do in life.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you go to the very first slide?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, I didn't understand what is the daiva sura sampad vibhaga yoga.
Sure. So, have you felt anger anytime?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you felt peaceful?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, between anger and peace, which is a feeling that you like?
Peace.
Okay. What can happen when you're angry? Do you take right decisions when you're angry? Does it make people around you feel happy?
No, my mind won't be under control.
Excellent. So, such qualities are called as demonic qualities.
Yeah.
So, that is asura. Asura qualities are demonic qualities. Pride, ego, anger, jealousy, stress, scolding others, greed, All these are demonic. Because when these qualities make house in the mind, they take one away from their true nature. So not only they feel miserable, because of those qualities, they make others around them feel miserable. Like Ravana, because of his excessive pride on his ego, he went and snatched Sita. And because of that, not only him, see, all the people in his town had to also suffer.
Sir, he was sending his people to the war.
So all that in order to quench his desire for pride of his ego. So that is why it is called as a asura quality.
Okay, sir.
So when such qualities make house in our mind, our behavior and tendencies also become like that. So to bring us to the clear path, to the right wisdom, Sri Krishna is showing us what is daiva, what are daivika qualities and what are asura qualities. By showing, see, this is daivika, this is asura. He's letting us choose. What is that we want? So given a choice, what would you choose? Anger or peace?
Peace.
So he's leaving the choice to you. But he's showing that this is also there, this is also there. Then you need to choose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, and sir, you had told that yoga means
Union.
Union. So, what's the union, sir? Here.
Very good. So let us look at it this way. So in the mind, there is both peace, which is inherent, and anger comes. Is anger a permanent quality?
No.
When anger is absent, what is present naturally?
Peace.
So when anger goes away, peace is naturally there. When anger is there, it divides. I am separate from the other. That's why I am angry. I'm shouting at the other, isn't it?
Yeah.
I get angry. So when anger is not there, there is only peace. Is there any division in peace?
No.
Only in anger there is division, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yoga happens naturally when the demonic qualities are dropped. So that is why Sri Krishna is calling this as Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you go to the meaning slide?
Yes.
Sir, what is endowed?
Where are you seeing that? Endowed. Okay. Endowed means they possess. It is like once when somebody realizes their true nature, all these qualities naturally start shining. For example, when you see, let's say, computer. A computer can play nice music. A computer can show nice video. It can show a nice picture. So there are so many different kinds of things that you can do with computer.
Yeah.
But when all of this is possible, when electricity is flowing through it.
Yeah.
Likewise, when one realizes their true nature, then they feel that completeness. In that completeness, no more I want something from world. That feeling of craving that I lack something, so I need something from the world, that goes away. Imagine you are the king of this world.
Yeah.
Okay, you have everything. Then would you go to somebody and beg, give me food, give me money?
No, sir.
Like that is the quality of a realized being. There is no more that anything that can world give which will make them feel complete, because they are already complete. That sense of completeness has already emerged and established in them. So all these are then the qualities that naturally start shining from them.
Okay, sir. Sir, and it's written that realized beings are also non-violent. So, so can't whoever are working in army or whoever are doing those kinds of activities which they do in army, can't they be realized?
Let's understand what does non-violence really means. So, I'll ask you one question. What is your name?
Namit.
Okay. So now in order to answer this, what all did you have to do to answer this? What did you use?
In my mind, I knew that that my parents had given the name Namit, so I recalled that.
You recall that. And then how did I come to know your name? How did I hear your name?
Through your ears.
Okay, but to my ear, some sound had to be made from you, isn't it?
The sound waves.
And your body generated the sound waves, correct?
Yeah.
So when you look at it, what is that you see? There is mind and there is your body. In the mind, a thought occurred, and in the body, a sound came out, correct?
Yeah.
So can I say that before your body could do something, it first happened in your mind?
Yeah.
Correct? So any action that you do, can you see that first it happens in your mind?
Yeah.
Excellent. So now, non-violence means what? Non-violence means having no sense of violence on anybody. In the mind, there is no sense of violence. Violence means what, first of all? I want to hurt somebody because they're hurting me. So they're hurting me. So to protect me, I want to hurt them. Or sometimes I don't like them, so I'm hurting them. I want to maybe beat them, or I want to kill them. All this is violence. This is what we see in action. But before the action has happened, in the mind, that violence has already taken place. Oh, let me go and harm this fellow. Let me hit this fellow. Let me kill this fellow. Or let me kill this animal for my food because I enjoy this. Like that, violence first happens in the mind. So, a realized being, in the mind, there is no sense of violence. But in the action, depending upon the situation, whatever is right for the circumstance, they will act. And for an outsider, it may look like violence. So an example I'll give you. Let's say somebody has got a finger, and that finger, let's say, is rotting. Okay. And if that finger is allowed like that, it will then spread everywhere and it will rot the whole body.
Yeah.
They take them to a surgeon.
Yeah.
And the surgeon says, in order to protect the body, I need to cut the finger away. Is a surgeon now being violent?
No, for the good sake of others, he's telling that.
Is for the sake of the rest of the body, to protect the rest of the body, he has to cut this away, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is the way a realized being functions. So a soldier can definitely be a realized soldier. Deep in his heart, he still has love and compassion for the other. But he knows that his duty is to protect the whatever the job that he has been given for. Let's say he's in the border, protecting the border. So a compassionate soldier may first warn. If you enter, I may have to shoot at you. Then he may even shoot at the other fellow. If the other fellow is trying to create harm, then he may even have to kill. But deep in his heart, he means no violence on the other person. He knows that this is the right thing to do in order to protect the rest. So that is what the true understanding of non-violence is.
Okay, sir. Sir, what is renunciation?
Renunciation means giving up. Sannyasa.
Okay, sir. Sir, what is vigor?
Vigor means full of energy. There is, when you look at them, so for example, when you look at Prabhuji doing classes, he is continuously talking for 3 hours, 4 hours. Or I have seen Vinay Guruji do day-long classes. Now he's almost 76, but still, like as if he's a 20-year-old, he is there from the morning till night. So, lot of energy. So that is vigor.
Okay. Sir, what is fickleness?
Fickleness means unsteady. Sometimes they may decide to go right. Sometimes they may decide to go left. Let's say you're going from some place to some place. Say from Bangalore to Mysore. Suddenly you decide somewhere in between. No, I'll go to Hassan. Then suddenly you decide, no, I'll go to Bombay. Suddenly you decide, no, I'll go to Kanyakumari. It's so confusing, isn't it? Fickle. Fickle means they don't know where they're going, why they are going. That's why they seem to be going wherever.
Sir, like you had told the story of Alice in Wonderland, like she asked some beggar where should I go? Then the beggar asked her where do you need to go? Then she told I don't know. Then the beggar told, if you don't know, how will I know how will you know which side you need to go?
Exactly. So like that, when somebody doesn't know, then they seem fickle. It's like, for example, in your life, what you want to become?
Sir, engineer or a scientist.
Okay. In which subject?
Sir, like after IIT.
No, in IIT, what subject you want to study?
Maths.
Maths. So see, now you have that much clarity. When I want to go to IIT, I want to study maths. So now you can keep moving in the direction clearly.
Yeah, but
sometimes
it's changing with time.
But you need to come to clarity as soon as possible. Otherwise, let's say, for example, I want to go to IIT and study math. Suddenly you decide, no, I want to go to,
Science.
let's say, AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences. I want to study biology. No, I want to go to moon and I want to fly there. No, I want to go to ocean and jump there. So like that, if you keep changing, it becomes very difficult for you to know, okay, what to focus on. So you need to become steady, isn't it?
Yeah.
So fickleness means changing continuously.
Okay, sir. Sir, what is fortitude?
Fortitude. So I already explained it to Swaroop. It is the courage in spite of difficulties. In the face of difficulties, how you face it.
Okay, sir. Sir, and I didn't understand the left side picture.
Okay. So, what do you see on the top?
Sir, on the top, it's Krishna's flute.
So, what is a flute?
Sir, means?
What is a flute? What is a flute?
Sir, it's a musical instrument.
Excellent. What is inside the flute?
I don't know.
Have you seen a flute inside?
I have seen them blowing, but I haven't seen what's inside.
Okay, there Kritik is showing us the flute. Kritik, can you show us inside the flute? What is inside the flute, Kritik? Can you say?
Nothing.
Nothing. It is hollow. So then whatever the music Krishna plays can come out of that. So what does the flute of Krishna represent? It represents that my ego, you know who I am. That idea is not stopping the flow of Krishna's music through me. I am a servant of Krishna. I am a servant of the Lord. And may the best happen through this instrument called mind and body. With that feeling, when one functions in the world, they're like all of you. See, all of you are little wonderful children with such a bright and a nice smile. So you have no ill feeling. You have no enmity towards anybody. But that feeling you have to protect all through your life. So what this picture indicates is that Krishna only plays through you when you continue to be that innocent child in your heart. As long as you continue to be that innocent child, then Krishna only plays through you. And all these wonderful qualities will shine through you. That's what this picture indicates.
Okay, sir.
Any
Sir,
other question?
No, sir. Sir, can I leave?
Yeah, is it okay for you to stay back and share your understanding? Because only
Yes,
Kritik
sir.
has some questions, yeah? Kritik, can you ask your questions?
Sir, my question is, why is that picture there? I still haven't understood.
Okay. Did you hear the explanation I just now gave to Namit?
But I did not understand, sir.
Okay, all right. So when you see a small child, small baby, let's say a newly born baby, a 6-month-old baby. Have you seen any such a small baby?
I've seen something like 1 year.
1 year, okay. When you see a 1-year-old baby or a 6-month-old baby, a small baby, do you feel any enmity towards that baby?
No.
Do you feel that you want to shout at that baby and fight with that baby?
No.
Why?
Because it hasn't done anything to me.
Excellent. Or when you go to a plant and when you're with the plant, do you feel any feeling of anger towards the plant?
No.
Or when you see an animal just by itself walking, do you feel anything like, I want to kill it, I want to hurt it, anything like that?
No.
Why? Because they are peaceful. So you, when you are peaceful, then you have no such feeling towards them, such feelings towards them. So what this picture indicates is, when we continue to have the clarity that divine is within me and the divine is in every other being, then we cannot have any sense of anger or irritation or violence towards any other being. Then Krishna only functions through this mind and body. And how the others will feel, oh, what a nice little baby you are. You are like a little child. You are like a little baby, very innocent, very pure. That feeling is what they get. So a realized being is like a little baby, not in the body, but in the feeling. And that is who you are. All of you are very wonderful little divine beings. Continue to protect that inner feeling. You know how you feel towards any plant, any animal, any other person. that feeling of kindness that you have now, what you feel now, continue to protect that all through your life. Then your life will be a divine life. That is what this picture is indicating. Is this bringing clarity now?
Sir, I understood your explanation, but now how does this come with the picture?
Okay, can you ask the question? What is your question?
See, I have understood the question, the explanation.
Yeah.
But now, how does this picture come into that explanation?
How does it connect to the picture? Okay.
Yeah.
So in this picture, you see an innocent looking child, like any one of you, a lovely child. See, in this place, I could have put any one of your photo or all of your photo. All of you are like this pure child, innocent child. Look at the smile of this child. Does this child mean any harm to anybody?
No.
No. So now in that innocence, Krishna is there, is what is meant in this picture. The divine quality of Krishna only is appearing as that innocent smile. So the child has no block to let the Krishna's quality flow through. So the Krishna's quality, you will not see somebody like this standing on top of your head and playing a flute. This is only for the sake of picture. But that Krishna's quality only is flowing through that child. That innocence is flowing through that child. Is this now clear to you?
Yes, Vijayji.
All right, Kritik. Yes, Rohan, you have questions or you want to share your understanding?
Sir, I want to share my understanding.
Excellent. So others also who like to share understanding, please raise your hand. Yes, Rohan, please go ahead.
Sir, if anybody understand the true nature, they will not have any feeling of anger or anything like that. They will be peaceful.
Correct. And when they are peaceful, all these wonderful qualities naturally shine through them.
Yes.
Because they
That's
have
what I
realized that
understood.
within them and in all others, it is the divine only.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohan. Very nice. Yes, Namit.
Sir, what I understood is all the realized beings are courageous and they focus on whatever they do, and they do atmano mokshartam jagadhitaya cha. They do self realization and service.
Service to the world.
Yeah. Loka Kalyana, and they're very honest and they're peaceful, and they're aware of what's happening, and they don't have like I want more. They're like satisfied. They have satisfaction, and they forgive others, and they have cleanliness in everything they do, like not the outer cleanliness which we tell, but the inner cleanliness in the mind and in the actions and their thoughts.
Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. Very well said, Namit.
Thank you, sir. Hariom, sir.
Hariom. How about Kritik? What did Kritik understand?
Sir, what I understood is that when we feel like a baby, we have no sense of that person is bad, this person is good, like that. So we need to protect that, and that's only almost like realization.
Yes. Excellent.
We should be like a flute. The ego shouldn't be there.
Yes. But you need to develop your knowledge. You need to see how to develop your skills and how to be of value to others with no sense of, oh, you know how much I know, you know how great I am. Then you become closed. Otherwise, you will continue to be a flute. So protect the innocence in the heart and continue to be a flute and always wish the best for the others. Then
Sure.
you are Krishna.
That's what
Your
I
name
want.
itself is already Krishna. Kritik Krishna. Very nice. Very nice. Swarup, what is your understanding?
Sir, I understood that we must be kind and we must realize our true self.
Very nice. And
Sir, and we must control our anger.
yeah. So all of this naturally happens when you realize your true nature.
Yes, sir.
Your true nature is like a lovely little innocent baby. It means no harm to anybody.
Yes,
And
sir.
the world will naturally protect that little baby.
Yes, sir.
When you realize that, and when you protect that, and bring it out in your actions, naturally all these qualities will shine through you.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you would like to say?
No, sir.
Very nice, Faru. Thank you. Prerana, what is your understanding? Are you there, Prerana? All right. Prerana doesn't seem to be there. Let us end our contemplation.